So, boys and girls, one of my favorite YouTubers has called it quits, and I'm not happy about it. Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott. You've wandered onto the Prog Corner, and I'm just doing this exclusive episode because I just heard some news, shocking news from the world of YouTube that's actually rocked my world and made me question everything. The great Rachel's Ghost has deleted her channel. I mean, earlier today, she's just, okay, that's it. That's the storyline. Let me tell you about Rachel. If you don't know Rachel's Ghost, well, you've missed out. I guess you can't go back and watch her videos. She is a big reason why I started this channel. She is obviously somebody that I really respect a great deal. Her morning live streams, man, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I don't know how many days a week she was doing it. But every morning, I work, I drive for work, I'm driving around, sales calls. Man, Rachel was my constant companion. I'd chime in every now and then in the comment section and in the peanut gallery. But most of the time, I'm just listening. And apparently today, you'd think she would be on a victory lap, right? She's a hardcore Trumpster, a big-time MAGA person, which is kind of funny for a Canadian, but, we're not going to get into all that. But she's leaned real hard into the political side of things. And, I've always loved her, even though her and I are completely separate in our political views. I always respected her opinion. She always respected mine. But one thing I can say emphatically and empirically, and that is if you let politics infest you, become part of you, creeping into your soul like worms, it's not going to be good, whether it's right-wing or left-wing stuff. You can't let this stuff pollute your mind. Right? It starts getting in there, and all of a sudden otherism creeps in. If you're a Democrat, a hardcore lefty, Donald Trump is evil, he's the devil. He's not. And for all my Republican friends out there, the worst thing in the world is Democrats. Oh my God, Joe Biden. No. You're wrong too. Both of y'all are wrong. But the one thing I can say with absolute certainty is when you lean in too hard to the politics, when you let politics control your brain, control your every thought, you wake up and you think about politics, you go to bed and you think about politics. That's the realm of a politician, man. An architect can wake up thinking about architecture and go to sleep thinking about architecture. They're the only ones, man. A plumber's not thinking about that. He's thinking about plumbing. Let the politicians obsess about the politics. We should just vote. That's all we need to do. We don't need to argue and scream and yell. And Rachel let her political viewpoints kind of take over. And it became really emotional. It was hard to watch. She should have been on a victory lap, man. Her dude won, right? I mean, it was a just an absolute bloodbath for the Democrats. Republicans should have been doing victory laps and singing and dancing and all that kind of stuff. But, apparently she was a little put off by people coming at her about Elon Musk and his, quasi-Nazi salute. Well, was it a Nazi salute? Well, of course it was. But did he mean it to be? I can't get into the man's mind, and neither can you. No one can. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was, he had his hand on his heart and he's all heartfelt, and I don't know, but it looked like a Nazi symbol. It looked like a Nazi salute. And if you combine that with the Illuminati hand signs we were seeing during the inauguration, this is just day one of the new Trump administration. So we're going to have a real interesting 4 years. It's going to be 1,400 days of absolute craziness. And I'm looking forward to it because, I like politics just in terms of a sporting event, just like I like basketball. All right. I don't obsess about it. I don't think about it 24/7. I enjoy watching it. Same with football, I don't think about football. Oh, my God, those Kansas City Chiefs. No, man, I watch the games on Sunday, and that's it. So you don't want to get it too deep in you because all of a sudden, if you get totally obsessed by this stuff, now all of a sudden you start looking at, your neighbors and your coworkers and people that disagree with you a different kind of way. And that's not American, man. That's not the American way at all. Democrats are not evil. Republicans are not evil. They're just not, man. We're just Americans trying to get things done now. Rachel, back to Rachel, and oh, how I feel about her. Let me tell you something. Early on in my YouTube career, Rachel was somebody that I really, really looked up to. And if you watch my Sunday live streams, you will certainly notice that I've taken more than a few cues from the great Rachel's Ghost, great mentor, the best in the business. She went dark once before, but that time it wasn't her fault. She changed the name of her channel and she came back. So, there's a possibility she'll come back. I don't know. I hope she does. But if not, it's creating this giant void in my mornings, man. What am I going to do every morning if I don't have Rachel to kick around and yell at? And, you're an idiot, Rachel. What's wrong with you, man? I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that a lot. I'm going to miss her. I have not reached out to her. I'm going to probably shoot her an email here in a little bit, make sure everything's okay. But I wanted to shoot this video real quick in honor of the great Rachel's Ghost, one of the greatest YouTubers I've ever encountered. And that's not just mere hyperbole. She is outstanding. I'm sure she'll come back. If I owned a right-leaning television station or news network, I would hire her on the spot. I certainly would. She's sharp as a tack. She knows how to deal with a crowd. She's entertaining as all. So I miss her already, and it's not even been a day. But anyway, Rachel, if you're watching this, we love you. Come back. We need you. YouTube needs you. YouTube isn't nearly as good without you in it. Rob Wax he's not gonna be able to handle it. He can't. Mazzy and Wax are great, but we need Rachel. That's the glue that holds it all together. And anyway, if you do not come back, Rachel, maybe someday you can come on my channel and we can have a debate about music or a debate about politics or whatever you want to do. You're always welcome in the Prog Corner. So this is just my little salute to one of the greatest YouTubers on the planet who apparently has decided she don't want to do it no more. And if you let the politics get control over you, that's going to happen. I'm not going to let that happen here, man. We can have debates on the Prog Corner, but it's not going to be about, Biden or Trump or Kamala Harris. I couldn't care less, bro. I couldn't. I was talking to my wife a few minutes ago. And, she's a lot more lefty than I am. I'm pretty much a centrist, and she's a little depressed and stuff. And like, 2025 is going to be terrible. I'm like, you know what? My life didn't change not one little bit from when Biden was president to when Trump was president to when Clinton was president or Bush. None of it matters, man. And I've said it before, and I know a lot of you don't like that when I say that. But my life didn't change not one little bit. Not at all. I mean, maybe yours did because of, maybe policy or taxation or, some sort of thing that, maybe made it, different for you with one administration versus the other. But I think for the rank and file average American, that's just not the case, man. It just doesn't make a bit of difference at all. Be safe, love each other, take care of each other. That's the most important thing. Don't be a jerk. Be a nice person. Remember, when you die, you're going to have to pay the price, man. You're going to have to answer for all your actions. You will. I'm not even talking about it in a Judeo-Christian kind of way. I'm talking about it in, a macro sense. You're going to have to pay the piper at some point, man. So be a good person. I love you. Peace in the Middle East. Free Tibet. Free the Ukraine. Free your mind. Free Willie. Free beer. And God save the king. Save King Chucky and dance with snakes. Absolutely. This snake dance is for the great Rachel, the greatest YouTuber of us all. One day I hope to be as good as her. Maybe the snakes can help me out. I don't know. That cheap gimmick's getting a little old anyway. I love you guys. Peace.